I stayed here the whole time. Didn't get a chance to go home, but stayed here, recovered, came to the stadium every day, did some rehab on some small tweak injuries that I have. But yeah, it was good. I feel good today. The rest was, well, we needed that.
With the week 0 matchup, you get the 2 bye weeks in one season, but this bye week kind of probably felt a little bit different than the first bye week. How can you use this one a little bit differently, knowing that you're going to go into another 5-game stretch with a lot on the table?
Yeah, so the first bye week was a lot different just because we were going through a lot of changes. That was right after a bunch of coaching changes. So it was more installing stuff, trying to figure out what we were going to change. And then this bye week, we were able to focus on us a lot and kind of get a jump start on our game plan going into Illinois, even though they also had a bye week, so they were doing the same thing.
Looking back, when you decided to transfer back here, did you envision yourself at some point playing such a key role on defense?
Yeah, I mean, I came here wanting to make an impact. Yeah, it's been a long journey. I think this is year 4 for me at this university, so yeah, it's been fun. It's been a grind trying to work to get to this point, but yeah, I always envisioned myself getting here eventually.
How do you guys attack your preparation for Illinois, them being the most run-heavy team you've played?
Yeah, so we've put some stuff in. We're going to adjust what we do a little bit to try to stop the run for sure. We're going to try to make them throw the ball, get them. That's more our game, what we're good at. So we believe we can get them in 2nd and long, 3rd and long, make them throw the ball. We have the advantage.
What do coaches tell you is the reason behind your elevated role?
What do you mean by that?
What have you done to earn?
I think just I've never been late. I show up. I do what I'm supposed to do. I work hard. I think mentally, I think I watch film a lot. I don't go home at all. I tell myself I'm going to do football from 7 to 7, and so that's what I do. And I think that's the reason why I got to where I'm at.
But when you were watching film, what sort of mistakes did you used to see, and then how did you correct them?
My man coverage has got a lot better. Just being here, I played 8-man in high school. People don't throw the ball in 8-man. Yeah. And so I played safety in high school a little bit, but they just told me to line up at 8 yards over the ball and go where the ball goes. So that was my experience of DB. So when I came here, I really had to learn, okay, this is how you cover somebody, and like this is your footwork. There's a lot of technique that I didn't know that I had to figure out once I got here. Yeah, because like I said, in high school, I could be 5 yards away from a receiver and still make a play on the ball and get an interception just because of the level that I was at. But then when I came here, that was a big adjustment. I would be 2 yards away from a receiver and realize that that's not close enough. So just, yeah, getting really nitpicky on being able to stay on that hip in man coverage. Overall football knowledge, understanding what my teammates are doing, so I know where kind of the problem plays are and like where I have help at. So knowing where to play, what leverage to play, that's the biggest improvement I've made since I've been here.
Was there a certain moment that sort of woke you up to some of the adjustments you needed to make?
I would say my first snap I ever took here was in a 7-on-7 in the summer, and it was on J.D. Spielman. So that was what woke me up originally. I was like, I need to figure this out, and then yeah, I think from there, like, I always kind of knew that I needed to improve a lot. So I think it was just doing it every day, showing up every day. With school now, I have a lot less than I used to. Switching majors helped me out a lot, really, because I was in like anatomy, biochemistry, OChem. I was taking all of those classes and doing football. But then, yeah, I switched to human development major, so a little less workload, so I can focus on football a little more.
What went into that decision to make that leap, bet on yourself, and come to Nebraska?
What's it?
Kind of how'd you decide on making that choice to transfer over here and take a shot?
There's some stuff I won't talk about, but yeah, I decided to transfer. There was a lot of different schools I was looking at. Luckily, because Nebraska recruited me a little bit out of high school, for some reason I decided to go elsewhere my senior year. Then after a year at Hastings, I kind of realized that that wasn't the level that I wanted to be at. I thought I could push myself. I thought if I stayed there, I wouldn't be the best player that I could be. So that's really what I wanted to do. I really just wanted to see how good of a football player I can become and not look back and regret anything.
So against a team like Illinois that likes to run the ball as much, it's kind of getting back to your roots, right? How does your experience playing 8-man suits you for a game like this?
Yeah, I think open field tackling is the biggest thing that I learned in 8-man that's going to help me here. With just, teams that like to run the ball. I have a lot of experience in one-on-one tackles. The 8-man, there's not leverage. It's one-on-one every time you make a tackle. So I think that's a benefit for me coming into this game.